Do you have an old Buffalo nickel, also sometimes referred to as Indian head nickels? Well, definitely watch this whole video. We're going to show you what can give those coins some value. So welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Don't forget, if you guys are new, feel free to consider checking out all the other coin and collectible videos here on the channel. Let's just hop right into it. Alright, starting off first with the 1934 Buffalo nickel. Now, if you have a 1934 Buffalo nickel and it's in really worn down condition, it doesn't have any types of mistakes, errors on the coin, or high grades such as this coin, then it's not really going to be worth too much money. But in this case, this coin is worth a lot of money because it has a very high grade, which means it is in very good condition. Now that's why the coin is graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 plus. Super rare to have that grade for a coin like this. Now it is the D mint mark as well, so if we look here on the reverse of the coin and zoom in underneath the word 5 cents, you will see that D mint mark. Now you're either going to see no mint mark, a D mint mark, or an S mint mark on Buffalo nickels. Now in this case, this coin ended up selling for over $11,000 just because of its condition. Now in 1934, we have a large D and a small d. So here's an example of the large D and here's an example of the small d, just so you guys can know the difference. So large D, small d, large D, small d. Alright, now here we go, 1934D that is graded by ICG at an AU58. So we're going to compare that to the other grade of a mint state 66 plus. That was $11,000. This is graded at an AU58. The coin grading scale only goes up to 70, 70 being the best. This out of 58 only sold for a little over $50. So we go from a $50 coin to $11,000 coin, just because of the condition, the grade of the coin. Now here's an example of a 1934D that is the small d. It's graded at an AU53, so you can see not as good a condition obviously, and this coin only sold for 30 bucks, so they're not going to be valuable in that type of condition. But here's another example of a 1934. Now this is going to be the no mint mark, so we will not have a mint mark underneath the word 5 cents on the reverse. Now this coin ended up selling for over $8,500 because of its mint state 67 grade. Very, very, very high grade there. Again, we could compare that to a 1934 no mint mark that is graded by PCGS, the coin grading company, at an AU58, and this coin only sold for around $90. So it all depends on when you sell the coin, the demand, how many of these coins are graded at a specific grade. If there's only, a couple of them out there that's graded at a mint state 67 like this coin, then that is going to increase the value tremendously. Of course, that is the grade population. How many of those coins are graded at that grade? Now here's a 1934 mint error coin. This coin has been struck off center, which we can see here on the right side of the coin. This Buffalo nickel is also graded at a mint state 64, so it is in very good condition as well with that off center, and this coin ended up selling for over $580. Next up is a 1934 Buffalo nickel that has an awesome type of error that's going to give it a lot of value. This coin was struck onto a 1 cent planchet. So it would have been struck onto a wheat penny, a wheat cent, 1 cent planchet, and this coin ended up selling for over $4,600. So nearly a $5,000 coin. As you can see, it's got the color, copper color of a penny because it was struck onto a penny planchet. Now here is a 1934D that has the reverse struck through. Now keep in mind it has a very high grade as well, a mint state 63 for a coin like this. And you can see that strike through taking place on the Buffalo there. So there's all kinds of different examples of strike throughs, not just on Buffalo nickels, but on pennies and other coins as well. This coin ended up selling for over $215. Now here are some other Buffalo nickels that are worth money. Here is a couple examples of an RPM, a D mint mark that has been repunched, a repunched mint mark RPM. So you will find that mint mark on the Buffalo nickels underneath the word 5 cents on the back of the coin. So there will be a D or an S or no mint mark at all. Now, if you want to see your coins up close, all you have to do is get you a USB coin microscope from couchcollectibles.com. Like I said, link is always in the description below. So here is that 1935 Buffalo nickel that has that repunched mint mark. Now keep in mind, this coin here is not a mint stated grade or anything. It's graded at an extra fine 40, so it's not in the best condition, but definitely not in the worst condition either. But definitely a circulated coin here. Now this coin here sold for nearly $1,000, and that is because of the RPM, the repunched mint mark. Alright, so let's look on the back of the coin here on the 1935 Buffalo nickel. You want to look for a double die reverse. So here are a couple examples of that. You can really see it on 5 cents there at the bottom, that double die reverse taking place. Like I said, get you a USB coin microscope, available on couchcollectibles.com. Link is in the description of every single video. Here's that other example of the doubling on the Buffalo nickel. So always be on the lookout for that, the double die reverse 1935. Now first, let's look at this one here. This coin here has got the double die reverse Buffalo nickel. It's graded at about uncirculated 55, so it's not quite a mint state grade there, but it is still in pretty decent condition. And this coin here sold for over $11,000. Now if we look at the same exact coin, we go from a grade of AU58 to MS65, meaning mint state 65, with that double die reverse, and the difference in prices is crazy. This coin here sold for over $25,000, and that is because of the grade. So we go from $11,000 to $25,000 just because of the condition of the coin. Here is another double die reverse that's sold on eBay. Well, it sold for nearly $15,000. You can see that it actually says sold for, not asking price. So this coin is the double die reverse. It is graded by PCGS at a mint state 64, and it did sell for nearly $15,000 on eBay. Now if we look at the very, very expensive coin here, this coin here is the 1935 Buffalo nickel that has a very high grade of a mint state 68. So this is the no mint mark, and we can see that there on the back of the coin. You see no mint mark under the word 5 cents. Also, that F on the front of the coin underneath the date, that is not the mint mark. That is just the designer initial. So always keep that in mind. A lot of people think that's a mint mark for some reason, but this coin here, because of the high grade, sold for over $57,000. That's right, $57,000. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle, check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.